Alright, so there's an important thing that I'm trying to get out here. There's an important message that needs to come out. It has to do around moon cycles, so I'm just going to be as quick as I can about this. I know I got some guys that follow me. They find this weird, but this is important information that y'all need too. Just let me get through the first bit, and then I'm going to get how this pertains to men and why I'm bringing this up today, because this has been a theme that's been reoccurring in my dreams. The shit witch thing, I'm going to explain something about shit witches here in a second. That is really important. This is more than just crapping in jars. These bitches are up to some serious shit, okay? So, divine feminines have go through in their lifetimes what many believe is called the 5 blood gates, right? Your first blood gate is being born a feminine. Your second blood gate is when you get your period. Your third blood gate is when you give birth to a daughter. Yes, it has to be a female, right? Because the fourth blood gate is when your daughter gets her cycle. And then the 5th blood gate is when your daughter gives birth to a feminine. And then the 6th and final gate for you, the rite of passage, is menopause, right? In cultures around the world, menstruation is considered a highly powerful time for a woman. In the Zen den, when we do the steam huts and stuff like that, women that are on their cycles are not allowed in the tent because they are considered, not because they are weaker, not because they are unclean, but considered they are more powerful during their cycle than any other time of the month, which is why they're not allowed in the tents and stuff like that during those times. They feel like their power would overpower everybody else's energy, right? Now, this is going to boil all the way around to this nasty little things that shit witches do, is putting menstruation blood in food, in cakes, in drinks. Some don't even use blood per se. They will do these nasty things. I'm telling you. Look, I don't do this, but I know these bitches. I know bitches that do this. I know those that are sick enough, demented enough. I mean, people tell me that I'm the one with mental illness because I suffer from depression and shit. But no, these bitches have mental illness. They do things like wash their coochies over a basin of water and then use that water to make your drinks later in the night, to make your big old picture of special sweet tea just for you. Be mindful, these people are not afraid to do something like that, knowing that your children will be the ones sharing in this meal with you, sharing in this drink with you, sharing in this stuff with you, right? The second thing, and this is even more powerful than putting it in your food. Y'all need to stop sleeping with these natty bitches when they're on their cycles. And that's really where it stemmed from. Where putting it in their food, getting a male to somehow engage with your menstrual cycle, does create that powerful energetic blood bond. It does create that, whether you want it to or not, whether you think it does. The dude, you don't know these witches. You don't know these witches like we do, right? This is a nasty thing. This is not like... And this is really predominantly something that ends up falling on males that have been married before, males that have daughters, males that are not afraid of period blood. This is used against y'all a lot. They don't have to put it in your food. Oh, no. They can sneak you into doing it in the shower. They can sneak you into just that they'll tell you they're not on it, but they know that they're about to be on it in hopes that it'll start during intercourse. They want it. They want that blood to get on this male during intercourse. So when the dopamines and all the hormones are at their peak highest, that's when they want him covered in their blood. It's sick. This is what I mean when I talk about shit witches. Shit witches do things that involve bodily fluids, right? It is the 21st century. Right, we're supposed to be moving on into the age of Aquarius, from the age of Pisces. We are supposed to be moving on from a lot of this nastiness, right? This disgustingness. COVID was here to teach you about germs, and believe it or not, they taught you a lot about physical space with this, right? Like people weren't allowed to be within 6 feet of you. That had a lot to do with energetic fields more than just germs passing around, right? This knowledge is out there. This shit is happening, right? Especially if you live in areas like real rural areas, deep south, Florida, Louisiana, a lot of places where you've got that hoodoo voodoo that's all mixed together. It's all old folk magic, like up in the mountains. I'm East Coast baby, so that's all I really know, right? That's what the areas I know that harvest this kind of stuff, right? Folk witches know what these shit witches are doing, right? They've been playing this game long enough. Anyway, so that is the message that I am waking up with, right? I'm waking up with this, right? It's crazy because I've been having this message for a couple of days, and then I apparently finally broke a blood gate the other day, so now it's a whole thing that's in my brain. So I just wanted to get that out there. I know it's weird. Thank y'all for bearing with me through that. They just turn the heat on. This room goes from freezing to hot so fast. We are going to go ahead and get in on a reading now. What is this? We have definitely for real a shit witch of some kind. She either has before put something in this masculine's food. This person has put stuff in their food. This person is well aware of the power that they have if they can get this person to engage with them during their period. They've seen it. They've seen it. This person has accidentally found this power and figured it out, and now they try to use it to their advantage. Okay. Ooh. I get particularly desperate guys too. They'll do this too. Like they'll show up and like they'll lead the insinuation on of how much they want to come over and see a person or whatever, and it's gonna be so great and this, that, and the other thing. And they get there and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I just started, spotting or whatever. We can't now because they know the guy is gonna be so amped up that he doesn't care. The mature male who's not squeamish, a infinity. That's what I meant. This is a cycle that's been going on and on, right? Taurus, stubborn. There's definitely a very stubborn, sensual energy going on here. Pluto, there you go again. Pluto, that dark, that undercurrent, that planet of death. If you're interested in those rooms, put your email address below and I will message you about them. Alright. It's definitely something coming out into the sun, right? We got this sun energy. There's this light that's being shown on things that people can't unsee anymore, right? Someone can't unsee these energies. Right? There's a crossroads coming. There's a crossroads coming about what kind of seeds of intentions that you're planting, right? There's definitely a lot that's about to be happening under this moon. There's something going on under this moon. This is going to be in between now and this new moon. Someone is making a jump at something. Something's going on. Let's see what else is going on. Someone has the opportunity to plant seeds of intention for what's coming up. They're at a crossroads. There's definitely a decision that they have to make. Got the Temperance here on the bottom popping up. And the Seven of Cups, right? Be mindful of what cups you drink from. Be mindful of what cups you drink from. Someone's coming to get you to try to drink from a cup that's supposed to make you uneven. Someone's coming with an illusion. That's a 5D warning right there. WD-45 damage. What's going on here? Same thing till I get all the cards out. Okay. Alright, whoever, I was getting this from the get-go. Whoever you're worried about, I think is more aware of what's going on than you might be giving them credit for, right? You might be thinking this is just some idiot masculine, right? That's what I'm getting. You get like this is some sort of idiot masculine, right? And they may have very well been before. This could have definitely been someone who played the player themselves, right? We got the player card going on down here, right? Definitely got a lot of looking back in the past here, right? And it's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, right? This is just looking back in the past. This is someone who's looking back on a past history with someone. This is someone who's known this other person for a long time. They're like, you know, they've known this shit witch. They've known them. They like either they grew up with them or they just know they have a history with this person, right? It's not all bad, but there's definitely a sword of truth about this person that they finally swallowed. There goes my hiccups again. A sword of truth about this person that they finally swallowed. It's been a heavy burden coming to this realization. And the realization was what? That sipping out of every cup is how they kept getting poisoned. Trusting this bitch is how they kept getting poisoned. Trusting these witches is how they keep getting poisoned. You know what I'm saying? It's always an illusion. Every time they turn around, it's an illusion. Every time they turn around, they realize this person has been pretending to be this person, and that person, and this person, and that person. And it seems like this person was an ever-changing chameleon depending on what situation they were in and what they thought the person was looking for, right? I get this person dealt with a lot of illusions, too. They were trying to find someone they could build stability with, but people kept pretending to be stable and then proving themselves completely unstable. Or not what they said they were. Not even close. I get the image of like these shit witches, they like they want to be taken care of, but they don't want to do anything either, right? Like they want to be a spoiled little housewife, but they don't even want to do housewife duties. Like they don't even want to clean the house, they don't want to cook, they don't want to do any of this, but then they also don't want to work and be taken care of by their husbands. I kind of get like a Peggy Bundy type of thing. Like they want to be a trophy wife and that's all they care about, right? They don't care about doing anything else. But if you notice, Peggy's house was generally clean. I just get this person is dirty. Right, they're looking at this cycle of like that they on the 3D. This person has noticed what this person is dirty. They don't wash regularly. They don't take care of themselves. Like the more up and close and personal that you get with this person, the more gross you realize they actually are. You realize that like, yeah, okay, oh, that they clean their house, but you realize that they only clean their house like maybe 2 days out of the month, and then the rest of the month it's completely trashed and they don't do anything until somebody says something or somebody comes and helps them, right? Besides that, they're perfectly fine with wallowing in filth, right? You know, they're perfectly fine with not showering for days on end. They're cool with not, you know, even taking care of their own children. Like that's a level of it's the spirit of sloth, right? It's sloth to the sin degree, if that makes any sense, right? It's sloth to the sin degree. You get these 7 deadly sins. Sloth is one of them, and this is to the sin degree. Don't you choke me now. This bitch also suffers from envy. They suffer from envy. They suffer from gluttony. There might be a binge eater, a binge drinker, something along that, something that they're gluttonous with, right? So, you know, they're lazy, they're gluttonous, they're envious of others. Like, I don't even know what all the 7 sins are, but those are the 3 that are just really, really popping out on me. Alright, and that's all on the 3D. So this has been shown all the way down onto the 3D for whoever is dealing with this person. So if you're worried about this person dealing with this person, they're coming to this realization about this, right? They understand. They're not happy. This is a reverse 10 of Cups. This person is building up a boundary against this. They're building up a physical and they're building up a mental boundary against this, right? This person is sick of lies. They're sick of disappointment, and they are sick of wasting their energy on this at this point, right? This person is over doing the same cycles over and over and over again. I think they might even realize that this stuff has been happening to them. They might finally be sufficiently grossed out enough by this person that they don't want to mess with them anymore. Something's happened. There's been a key shift, and I've been saying this has been happening for a while. That's why this message is coming in so strong. That's why these shit witches are thinking about it so much that it's starting to cast warnings, I guess, that the energy is starting to tell on itself, because they're working these plans and they're desperately trying to figure out how to get this plan to get into motion to get to this person, right? Like, how can they get them to eat or drink something they made so that they can get in their house? This person, like, is trying to figure out how to get into their house so they'll eat something that they make so that they could try to get them in bed or get them into intercourse. I got the shower. Like, they're going to try to convince this person to have sex in the shower because they're on their period. How can they do that? How can they get into this person's house to get this ball rolling? They're planning on poisoning this person's food. They're planning on doing all this to this person. But this person is onto these games. They're not playing them anymore, right? I think they've fallen for them before. People think this person is simple. They think this person is simple. Yeah, this is completion of this cycle, right? 4 of Wands. On the 5D, we've got victory over this situation, right? There's victory going over this situation. I think this person is finally starting to focus on who gives and takes generously. They're learning better on how to protect their energy, who to give their energy to, making sure that energy is reciprocal, making sure that the energy you give is the same kind of energy that you get back. I think this person is starting to understand that it has less to do with money and more to do with actual energy, right? Somebody that you give a lot of loving energy to, but you get shit energy back. It's an equal exchange, but it's like, it's the same amount of energy, but that's horrible energy. That's not what I invested in. I didn't invest and, put into this connection to get crap energy back. They're realizing that that's their own self problem. They're allowing this crap energy back into their lives, right? They want the 10 of Cups. They want a happy, stable home life, right? That's what this person wants. They're willing to do anything to defend it now, right? They realize that there's a lot to do more with... this person is coming into a major energy shift, right? They're becoming... I don't want to say... I hate the term woke and awake, and it's so trendy, and it's been taken over by the basic Beckys and shit like that now, but this person is coming into awareness better of how energy works. They're defending their energy, protecting their boundaries, and they're defending what I call their moral fortitude, right? Whatever their strong belief structure is. I get this person they're partially the way through something with the 7 of Coins, right? There's a reaping of what you sow here. So they're in the middle of dealing with something that they're stuck in with the Queen of Coins here, Queen of Pentacles, right? This is a soul contract. I got the full reverse, though. I get this as a soul contract that came in to teach this person a solid lesson. Whoever this shit which is that's been in this person's life, they've come to teach them an important lesson, right? 7 of Cups still on the bottom there. Teach this person an important lesson about, soul contracts in general. Soul contracts in general. This is a 2 of Cups soul contract. This is something that somebody had a lot of emotions for, couldn't understand the push, the pull of it, right? But left them feeling like a fool. They feel like they made very bad judgments upon it, right? This King of Cups, yeah, I get this King of Cups felt like an overindulgent fool. He felt like an overindulgent fool, and now the Chariot's in now, and it's showing them a different direction, right? They're looking away from this King of Cups overindulgent energy, right? They're looking to get past it. They feel like they've missed an opportunity in dealing with this, right? They want to come out of these lies. They want to come out of the lies. They want to come out of the disappointments. They're finally realizing all this has been a rite of passage. They realize that this has all been a rite of passage. I think the universe has probably been screaming at this person the whole time, and they've been just trying to logic their way through things. They've been, I get that sense of like someone who went through a lot of practice of mastering one's emotions, and they ended up just like, all they really mastered was how to not have an emotional response, and they took that skill of not having an emotional response to things, and they thought it was going to give them this edge so that they can just logically master through their life, right? But instead, because they were operating from not just an emotionally unresponsive part, but an unemotional part, that's why they invited all this hell into their life, right? Trying to logic their way through something, trying to just, I get testing their options, seeing, like, calculating. I see checklists, you know what I'm saying? Pitting one person up against the other. Oh, this person has this many burdens, and this person has that many burdens, and this person does this, and this person does that, and this person works this job, and this person does that job, and this person has a track record for doing this, but this person has a track record for doing that, and da-da-da-da. And it came down to, like, I'll just settle for whoever's logical. Like, passion and all that has no basis for it, right? I can make myself passionate with anybody. It's the kind of energy that I'm getting. That's a very player, very, that's a toxic masculine. That's a toxic masculine's energy there for you. I'm going to reset before we get into these guys. People are like, why is it so difficult for you? Because I'm dyslexic. All the number cards have their numbers on top, and all the major arcanas, or all the number cards have their words on top, and all the major arcanas have their words on the bottom. So that's what I'm really looking at when I'm doing this. What do the snitches have to say about this? What's going on with you? Alright, snitches. What you got going on? Who's around this situation? Who's got the gossip? Who's got? Alright. Where's our little nosy spirits at? What do we got going on right there? We got a King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, the Hierophant, Three of Pentacles. Alright, I got an Ace of Wands. Alright, so maybe this person even, like, has tried this before or is going to try it again. I don't know when I'm talking about that bringing the food shit that I keep sensing. But this is a King of Wands. This is someone whose wand is very much in control by them. They're not allowing this type of energies to come at them anymore. We got this Hierophant here, right? Standing in tradition, standing in, I'm going to say faith? But yeah, moral reasonings, right? They know who they want to come into a team with. I feel like they've made a decision. Yeah, this Emperor has made a decision. They've put up a hard boundary for this. So if you were worried about this masculine, I don't think you're giving them enough credit. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Yet this person's learning. This person wants a Ten of Pentacles. They know that 10 Pentacles comes from working with those that equally give and take with you, not just take. And I mean equally give and take, like they equally care about you, right? Right. It's nice to have someone who takes care of you. It's nice to have someone who takes care of the bills and stuff like that. But it's also nice to have somebody, yeah, right. There's a decision that is still yet to be made, though. Because this part, Nine of Cups. The decision has to be made to come out into the sun about this, or the world. Come out to the world about this. There's a decision that needs to be made. As I said, this person is looking for an equal give and take, just of energy, of exchange, not just of resources, not just of money. King of Pentacles. They want stability. They want to bring whatever this is. They want to bring whatever this is because it makes them feel like the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups puts them back into that King of Pentacles mode where they feel like they have some control, right? The King of Pentacles is very in control. There's definitely a victory coming. Here we go. Ace of Swords. Magician. They're manifesting. They're manifesting making a move to come into union with somebody, to come into a celebration. Not just between two people. This is the Three of Cups. This person is manifesting making a move to coming into celebration, right? 33 might be a big number for everybody today. We also got 66, 99, 88. Eight of Pentacles. They're focused on worrying about secrets that are going to cause conflict. They're worried that there's been some secrets that are going to cause conflict. You get the Lover's card here at the end. I get the sense as like there's definitely this mirroring energy is for however worried you are about this person being poisoned or being misled or being manipulated through energy and magic or any of this other stuff. As much as you're worried about that this person's really worried about, they're worried about secrets, and kind of the secrets that they're worried about is times where they were under the influence of these shit witches. This person is just worried about you finding out their gnarly, dark, twisted, sick things they've done in the past with these shit witches. Would probably all seem fun and games at the time until the energy cost of those come into play. It's all fun and games until you're surrounded by addicts and prostitutes. Transportation, yeah, this person. There's definitely transportation, moving, getting away is a big thing. You know, you come back with soul clusters. Sometimes the whole point of coming back with a soul cluster is just to escape that soul cluster. What I just say, forgetting oneself. This person can have a habit of forgetting themselves. I feel like they punish themselves a lot for things they've done in the past, right? For allowing themselves to forget themselves then. dawn and new beginnings again. That came out again. This person needs to learn how to dance and sing again. There is a new beginning. We got the lotus here, unfoldment, right? This is all screaming towards what? There needs to be a movement. There needs to be a physical separation in between this energy and these people that manipulate them. That's their only escape from it, for real. It's their only escape from it, right? There's new beginnings and there's celebrations, but a lotus cannot bloom in a garden built for a rose, right? In order to fully unfold to their maximum potential, they've got to get away from people who have these power over them, or have had these power over them, or who carry this shame, right? It's this person could forgive themselves, but what if somebody else tells them, right? I definitely get someone who's been being manipulated possibly for years, right? Ease. Work. Got busy bee, busy little bee. Someone's ready for an easier part. I think someone's ready for ease. They just want to work, have fun, get their visions there. There's definitely a messenger of hope. Child's vision can be very important right now. There will be some loss. Some mystery. Yes. Get that scene from Shakespeare in Love when they're torturing the playwright guys, the playhouse owners, Famer. The loan sharks are on him, and he's like, "I'll get you the money. It'll work out. It's gonna work out. It'll all work out." And they're like, "How do you know?" And he goes, "I don't know. It's a mystery. It's gonna be through some mischief, right?" Sometimes it does take a little fire, right? So we get ease, work, child, vision, right? All this is blending in together. There's definitely a co-creation with children that can be involved here, or a matter of remembering who you were when you were a child before you got corrupted by all the world, right? There definitely is a focus on maintaining, working, right? You want your honey to get you through the winter, right? So there is a focus on that. Ease. Life shouldn't be difficult. There should be an ease to it, right? There should be a flow to it, right? Your visions matter here, right? There is going to be some loss. There's a messenger of hope, but there is going to be some loss. There's no way around it, right? You can't save everybody from the web, but if you want to save yourself, you're going to have to go through the door. You will lose some, right? There is going to be some mystery here with these messages and mystery and just this weird universe telling you it's okay when it doesn't really make much sense, right? Because there's death and rebirth getting ready to happen before she got to go through the death part. There is definitely some mischief to be had, right? I get the sense of don't be afraid to play with the energies a little bit yourself, right? If you know they're coming to do what they do, right? If you know the quote-unquote like shit witch is getting ready to try and come to your house and start some nonsense, as bad as this is, I get the playing with them, right? They come in with their food or whatever, but for whatever reason you find a way to spill it, to mess it up, or you find a way not to eat it, right? You find a way not to eat it. You find a way to spoil it somehow, so that plan of the phase doesn't work. And you'll see it. If you can manage to pull that off, then you'll see how disappointed they are. It's going to be more than just you ruining the food. It's going to be because they did something to that food. They were desperate to have you eat it. Especially if they made you something special just for yourself. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I am kind to everyone, but when someone is unkind to me, weakness will not be what they remember. Why do you want to marry me? So I can kiss you anytime I want. I don't know is an acceptable answer. Something about sea turtles here. Sea turtles are for wisdom and good luck. Look for those as a sign that could be out there today. What do you want? Everything is one. I've had a lot of prayers answered without ever sitting in a building. This is someone, like I said, that's learning a lot about faith, learning a lot about energy here, right? Everything is one. I definitely still get this energy of, why do you want to marry me? Someone's already got their eye on somebody else that they want really bad, right? And they're just like, what do you want? And the other person's, what do you want? And that's why they're not coming together, even though everything is one. Everybody wants the same damn thing. It's not about dealing with her when she's happy. It's about being able to deal with her when she's upset. Nobody is perfect all the time. This whole, actor will forget their lines, give it 3 months, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If you're going to judge somebody on the first time they have some sort of emotional breakdown or emotional response, you are a hypocritical asshole to magnificent fucking levels, right? What? You wanted, wait. A person doing an act will forget their lines. No. Now, when this does happen, when someone does act quote unquote out of character, and we talk about this a lot in the spiritual community about being, don't let others knock you out of character. When someone gets knocked out of character, or they're extremely stressed and being knocked out of character, and the first time they do this, the first time you get a glimpse of their ugly side, you're like, oh, I knew it. Like the whole history of this person, their whole track record for their lives of being, whatever it is, of being very hard, open, heart-centered, light empath, all this other shit that's been going on for, the 20 years you've known them, or watched them or been acquainted with them. They've always had this one type of persona, and they break it one time around you and their whole world's falling the fuck apart, and you judge them for that. You're a shitty person. You are a straight crap person if you can't weigh what's going on around that person. No, you got someone who's constantly coming in and out of your life, doing things like poisoning you, making you sick. They have a track record in their past of being slutty and sleeping around and cheating on their people. They don't know who their kids' daddies are, and they do all kinds of succubi kind of things, like they mess with people in their sleep and stuff like that. And they have a whole 20-year history of that. They have a whole 20-year history of that. Another person right next to them has a 20-year history of being a good person. But you're going to judge the person who breaks their character once versus someone who has been doing this cycle with you over and over again. And you've got the fucking audacity to compare those two creatures to each other? Look, one's a fucking Hayoka and one's a goddamn Wendigo. And you need to look those two up. Because that's how this person's been getting played. I really, really feel like from that one reading that the person's recognizing this, that this is something that they've come into, but they've also got to realize that they have put a Hayoka up against the Wendigo, right? And then they wonder why the Hayoka was like, fuck you, and lost their shit and fucking laughed, right? Because they're not going to play with the Wendigo. What? They're not going to play with the succubus energy. I'm not going to play tit for tat or fight, right? They watch us dine on empty plates and drink from empty cups. They're not going to sit around and fake it. You only mess up when you mix seasonal people with lifetime expectations. Alright. Yeah, this person's mixed up. They keep mixing up seasonal people with lifetime expectations, short-term lust and greed, and they wonder why they got so much hell in their lives and nothing ever stays stable, because they keep using short-term lust and greed. They keep picking people based on shallow fucking shit, and they keep wondering why their lives keep falling apart every 5 years, because that's how it works. Lust and greed is not the same frequency as love and abundance. Love and abundance is, you lean up against me and I'll lean right back up against you. And that way neither one of us has to sleep with our heads in the mud. This Hayoka, but to this other person, but mostly I don't hate you. But mostly I hate the way that I don't hate you. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. Which wolf do you feed? I feed both, so that they'll both obey me. Haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? The Encyclopedia Galactica on its chapter of love states that it is far too complicated to define. The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy has this to say on the subject of love. Avoid, if at all possible. Because they say in heaven, love comes first. Alrighty. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love you. I hope this helped you out today. And I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.